discipline being implemented into the NBA is just as important. Do you feel like that's a big part of it, Jrue?
Yeah, big time. Accountability is a word I think is thrown around a lot. It's like a buzzword. Accountability, culture, right? Like people use those words all the time. A lot of times they don't really hold that up though. They don't really use that, really push the meaning of that word or those words like truly, right? And that's kind of what's been missing around here. There were guys on the team these last few seasons that just took shots whenever they wanted to and did whatever they wanted to on defense. And I'm sorry if I'm invoking some horrible memories.
Oh no, yeah, it's kind of making me sick just thinking about it.
Jrue.
I'm sorry, but that's just what it's been for 16 years. And to see Mike Brown come in and from day one, and it's not just him, it's Jordy Fernandez, like watching the run series from the Kings and getting the behind the scenes look of not just Jordy, but also, Jay Triano and Luke Laux. Like these guys are on top of it. They're holding these guys accountable. Mike Brown calling timeouts a minute and 15 seconds into a game because somebody misses a defensive rotation. I mean, where's that been for the last 16 years? And I think you're seeing it on the court because of that. Like you're seeing these guys step up to another level defensively in particular, because they know that if they don't defend, they're just not going to play. And I really do think that it starts with Mike Brown. He's setting the tone for sure.
What have you guys seen out of Fox in the preseason on that side of the ball? Has anything jumped out to you where you're seeing some progress?
I've loved his energy so far on defense. And again, it is just preseason, but we've seen flashes in the regular season of what he can be. We've always known that he has the tools to be a good defender. We don't expect him to be an elite defender just because of the workload that he's always had on offense. But I think a lot so far has been that he hasn't had that kind of workload in offense. The offense has really ran through Sabonis in the high post, which has allowed Fox to, play more off ball and exert more energy into the defensive end. And so the energy and just activity we've seen from him so far has been great, I think.
How much of a jump do you guys think that this team can make defensively?
Yeah, we actually discussed this on my pod last week, and I would be so satisfied if they were like 20th in defensive rating because we're so used to seeing them in the bottom five, right? And I think that's very, very realistic. I think as currently constructed with the roster, I think that's a very, very attainable goal. I mean, you can probably get 7 or 8 spots better in defensive rating just with the coach having more attention to detail and knowing your opponent and being ready from night to night. And Mike Brown's going to have these guys ready to play, or at least it seems that way, right? Through 4 preseason games. So I think somewhere around 20th is very realistic. I think the ceiling's probably around league average. Like if they get to 15, 16 and you pair that with an offense that looks like it can be a top 10 offense,
that's a playoff team.
That's a playoff team. I was going to say play-in team, but hey, I mean,
I'm with
maybe
you.
playoffs.